I want to ask this question. The president had an interview with Peter Baker of the New York Times Magazine, where he made the comment that, quote, "I make no apologies for having set high expectations for myself and for the country, because I think we can meet those expectations." He also said they've achieved 70% of what he talked about during the campaign. When he says that, the left says, no, you haven't. Guantanamo's not closed. We didn't get single payer. Joe, you're shaking your head. What do you? This interview, people have been saying, what in the world was he saying?
I mean, he might as well have given, I'm going to use a sports analogy, the playbook to the other side in the last quarter, the last few minutes of quarter. You didn't have to give that interview. It was a huge mistake to give that interview, and I guarantee you it's going to come back and bite congressional candidates running, because they're going to use excerpts for it. He could. This is the kind of interview you give. I was just going to say it's a post-election interview.
And that's the thing about it. Imagine being a Democrat who's scared out of his or her mind that, you know, oh, I'm going to lose this time, and I need all the help I can get. And here, having the titular head of your party say, in effect, well, if they win, that's okay, but I don't really have to have them, because I'm going to be able to work with the Republicans.
No, you
take over too. Are you kidding me?
You know what's interesting? I see both sides of the argument. I agree to a certain degree with what Joe and Deborah are saying, but also the flip side of this, we've all been saying, myself included, that this president is intellectual. He's in a closed bubble. He doesn't think outside the box and so forth. And I think what this interview did in the New York Times was show him to be very thoughtful and to be very contemplative about his first 2 years.
Yeah, intellectual.
And also, well, okay, but also, excuse me, secretly transparent.
But Robert,
oh no,
this is politics.
Yeah. I don't disagree.
No. I get
That's
intellectual.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Robert and Sonia, final comments. Was it smart politics to give it now?
No. This should have been Sunday after the national elections.
If ever.
The question becomes, who told him to do the interview?
Yes.
And who didn't tell him not to?
The president.
Who told him not to do it?
Who didn't tell him not to?
The president himself is his own press secretary, is his own chief of staff. Remember, he's on record as saying, he's on record as saying, I'm the best speechwriter, I'm the best press secretary. He's on record as saying that.
Well, I'll tell you what, though, he might want to have a conversation with himself on that.
There you go.